All right, guys. Good morning and welcome to the English Premier League weekend showdown. I know this is coming late, but whatever, we still have to drop our own thoughts concerning the English Premier League team that are there, and also how positive or negative is going to impact our club in the race of top five, or let me say top four. You understand? Remember, I told you guys that we might be saying Chelsea is battling for top five, or maybe Chelsea might end up at top five. But me, I'm saying that don't be surprised if you see us at top four. Don't be. You understand? It is what it is. But before I dive into the English Premier League weekend showdown, one game that I know everybody eyes will be on that game is Real Madrid Barcelona. And looking at this season so far, Barca and Real Madrid, Barca don't use them sweep ground well. And Real Madrid's only chance of winning that league is how they are. If Real Madrid win Barca this tomorrow being Sunday, which I know is not going to be possible. Real Madrid beating Barca, I know it's not going to be possible. But anyhow, let's just watch and see, because it's one game I would like to follow up. I want to follow up that game. You get why? They say Barca players cry as Inter comot them. Say Real Madrid go yaram. I want to see the kind of response with Barca they want to give to Real Madrid. Though I know that this season they don't win them where they don't touch them. And whether they don't collect like 2 trophies come up from there, and if I'm not mistaken, this season. So let's watch and see. You understand? And also, I heard that according to rumors, and it's confirmed that Xavi Alonso has agreed a deal with Real Madrid to be their new coach after Carlos Ancelotti. That's not a bad one. Now Alonso they leave by Leverkusen. How about Leverkusen future could look like next season? Well, let's watch and see what Xavi Alonso will do at Real Madrid. Let me don't be a judge yet. You understand? All right, back to the English Premier League showdown. First on my list, because every game today, being Saturday, is going to kick off by 3 p.m. apart from the Bournemouth Aston Villa game. The first on my list is Fulham Everton. Fulham versus Everton is one game that, well, you get anything with Fulham they drag, or you get anything Everton they drag. Already the three teams that are relegated has been confirmed. Southampton, Leicester, and Ipswich Town, they have been confirmed that the 3 of them are relegated. So looking at this game based on prediction and based on their head-to-head in this season, the time they went to Everton home ground, they played 1-1 draw. This time they are going to Fulham home ground, that is Everton. So I believe that it's not going to be an easy ride for Fulham, irrespective of the fact that they are playing at their home ground. But I don't know whether I'll see it down to the tune of draw. That game might end draw again. I see another draw cooking up. Or Fulham might end up doing justice against Everton. Then the next on my list is Ipswich Town, Brentford. Does Ipswich have anything to lose? No. Ipswich doesn't have anything to lose. Let's see. But I think this game will end in favor of Brentford. Brentford will win. No, I told you guys that it's only when Ipswich sees Chelsea, that is when they have this high shoulder. You know, that's not like say they don't see their mates, but we not be mates. Normally we not be mates. But I'm tipping Brentford to win Ipswich Town. Then the next on my list is Southampton Man City. Chai, God. Almost as Man City fixture is Southampton Man City. I don't want to be too direct on Southampton, but I would say it's a walkover. Southampton, get anything they play for, they are going back to the championship. So Man City is going to win because they need the points. They know how important the point is to them. So they will not like to break themselves behind. They will win. So Man City is definitely, I'm giving them that one. They are going to win Southampton, even though it's at Southampton on ground. Nothing like tough time, except Man City want to, I don't know, but is a direct win for Man City. Wolves versus Brighton. One game that I feel that won't be that easy, in respect of the fact that Brighton gave Everton headache. I see this game as another draw as Fulham Everton, because their last match, the last time they played at Brighton's home ground, they played 2-2 draw. So I see this game to be another draw for Brighton. Then the next on my list is Bournemouth Aston Villa. Bournemouth Aston Villa, very interesting game. Take it to anywhere. It's going to be very, very interesting. And again, I know nobody is saying this, but I will tell you something. We might be saying Nottingham Forest and Newcastle is that club that is following us, that is threatening us. But nobody is talking about Aston Villa. Nobody is talking about it. Now, the thing where let's believe, say, if you do something, then they do something. So my eye is not still off Aston Villa. I'm not keeping an eye off Aston Villa. But for the fact that Villa is going to be playing Bournemouth at Bournemouth's home ground, the last time they played at Villa's Park, the game ended 1-1 draw. So this time around, they are going to be playing at Bournemouth's home ground. So I'm expecting another beautiful draw, or in favor of Bournemouth. I don't see Aston Villa winning this game. I'm not being biased here. I'm just being realistic. You understand? Remember, when it comes to English Premier League weekend showdown, I do things direct. I remove Chelsea. I keep Chelsea aside and do my thing direct. Then, moving over to Sunday, we have Manchester United versus West Ham United. Like I told you guys, you see, Manchester United will win West Ham United. You understand? Except you just want to feel reluctant about the game, because already they are not going to be relegated and they have a Champions League spot to still fight for if they win Tottenham in the Europa final. You grab. So I know they will not bring out full force against West Ham, but whichever way, even at when Manchester United worst time, I feel they are not going to give West Ham that room. But because the last time they played West Ham won them 2-1. So I think they would like to get a balance. They would like to balance their book against West Ham. So Manchester United is going to win West Ham and giving them a direct winning. Then the next on my list is Nottingham Forest, Leicester City. Kai, how we go carry solve this case now? Nottingham Forest beat Leicester City for their home ground 3-1 for Leicester home ground. This time around, they are coming to Nottingham Forest home ground. Well, keep sentiment aside. Looking at their stats and everything, looking at the nature of the team, the strength of the team this season so far, Nottingham Forest is far, far, far better than Leicester City. Even at Nottingham Forest's worst state right now, they are still better than Leicester City. That does not mean that that statement, anything can happen, cannot happen. No, it can still happen. But let me be direct. I'm not being biased in this prediction. I see Nottingham Forest winning Leicester City. But if I'm being biased, let the game end in favor of Chelsea. Let it be drawn out. We should be creating more gap between us and Nottingham Forest. But should I be saying somebody should lose before Chelsea can win? No. Then the next is Tottenham Crystal Palace. Another game. The last time they played Crystal Palace as Crystal Palace home ground, Crystal Palace won them 1-0. This time around, they are going to Tottenham home ground. So I don't expect anything less from Tottenham. But anyhow, the game might end draw. Yes, the game will end draw. Then I was supposed to call Chelsea first, but let me call them now. Because Chelsea is going to be an early kickoff on Sunday, 12 p.m. 12 p.m. That is in the afternoon, hot afternoon. So definitely Newcastle, Chelsea. Though I'm not going to be around the studio to follow up this game, but I'm going to be outside the studio to follow up the Newcastle United game. So in case after the match I don't come back to give review on time, I know that the game is going to be positive. and we are going to be playing this thing Newcastle at their home ground. At their home ground. Oh, St. James Park. You know the easy. Oh. You know the easy. We know how we struggled to win them 2-1 at Stamford Bridge. But with the system and the approach which Chelsea are using right now to follow up games, I believe that if they follow up Newcastle like that, if they rush them the way they rush Liverpool, I believe we'll get something good out of this Newcastle game. So without being sentimental, without being biased based on I'm a Chelsea fan, I'm just going to be realistic on this prediction. Chelsea is going to win. Chelsea is going to win. Take it to anywhere. Chelsea is going to win this game. Make her calm down, relax. Chelsea is going to win. Then, as for the last game we have on Sunday, we have Liverpool Arsenal, or will I say Liverpool versus the Butlers? Yes. They were like, this season never starts. Arsenal fans were like, don't worry, we'll win like 2-3 trophies, because they managed to sit down for second position in 2 seasons. They'll say they will win. No worry. But well, looking at the game, Arsenal and Liverpool has already won the league, and Liverpool lost to Chelsea in their last match against Chelsea. They lost to Chelsea, and the players they were not really happy, especially Van Dijk. He was not really happy with that result. He was not expecting them to fall so low for Chelsea, you understand. But nevertheless, we came out with our with the approach of winning. That's Chelsea. We came out with that approach, but I don't want to be too sentimental. I don't want to be too biased in the Arsenal own. But well, it's a 50-50 team, irrespective of the fact that Liverpool has won the league. Remember one thing, when it comes to this big team, get the kind of level where they always want to show. Get the kind of head-to-head level where they would like to want to show. Get the kind of mind where, as in, they want to just show character. Arsenal, I big. Liverpool, I big. So, okay, move play football. And the same thing happened for that Chelsea match. So I don't think Liverpool will bend too much for Arsenal. They will not bench too much for Arsenal. So Arsenal should expect something very, very tough. But I'll give it to Arsenal to win Liverpool. But if they lose too, we will still come back, yab them. Normal, we'll banter them. So guys, I guess that will be all for now when it comes to the English Premier League weekend showdown. You can as well drop your thoughts and prediction at the comment section. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I remain your humble boy, Peters.